All right, welcome to math. Yesterday we explored tally charts and sorting data. So we used the animals and we sorted them by wings and no wings, correct? And my friends at home, you're doing that today. My friends here, you were supposed to do that yesterday. If you didn't do it, then you can do it this weekend. Today we're going to use tally charts to represent real world data. So information we gather by counting, asking questions, and observing. So what is something you would like to learn about your friends in your class? So this morning on Google Meet, I asked the questions, what your favorite special is and how you get to school. What other questions could we ask our friends? Can my friends here at school tell me some other questions that you would like to ask your friends? Simon. How noisy it is? Yeah. How would you ask them that question? You want to ask them a question that they can give you an answer. Like you want to ask them a question that has two things that they can choose from. For instance, do you like cats or dogs? There you go. Okay. So, and you might like both of them, but you want to say what your favorite thing is. So what's a question that we could ask friends in our class or even parents or family at home? What's a question that we can ask that they can answer? It'd have to be like, do you like this or do you like that? What do you think? Give me some suggestions. Anybody? Christian?
I like German Shepherds.
Okay, so do you like German Shepherds? Give me another dog.
Golden Retrievers.
Or Golden Retrievers. So that could be your question, right? Do you like German Shepherds or Golden Retrievers? What else? What else would you like to know? Ember, where's your hand going to go up? Okay, what kind of chocolate do you like? Do you like dark chocolate or milk chocolate? Like that? Okay, or maybe even white chocolate, right? There's white chocolate. Dark chocolate, white chocolate, or milk chocolate. Good one. I like that chocolate. I like chocolate, so I like milk chocolate. Mrs. Whitney likes the dark chocolate. So yeah, that's a question we can ask, right? To gather data. You like the white chocolate. That's funny. Harper, what is a question that you could ask? Nice and loud so I can hear you.
Do you like Sour Patches? Or do you like milk chocolate?
Okay, so do you like Sour Patch Kids? Is that what you said? Sour Patch Kids or milk chocolate? That's another good one. What's something else? Jacob, do you have one you could share with us? No? How about what's your favorite season? Right? Do you like summer? Do you like spring? Do you like fall? Do you like winter? What's your favorite season?
Summer,
You like
fall.
snakes or spiders?
There you go. What's your favorite? Snakes or spiders? So those are all questions that you gather. Those are all questions that you gather data. All right? And that's exactly what I did this morning. I gathered data when I asked you these questions. What your favorite special is and how you get to school. I could have asked you other questions. But those were the ones I decided to ask this morning, okay? I could have asked, what are you wearing? Are you wearing a skirt? Are you wearing shorts? Are you wearing pants? If you were in school, that's what we would have done. We would have sorted you out. All the people with pants would stand in one spot in the room. All the ones that have shorts on would stand in the other spot. And if we had anybody with a skirt on, they would stand in another spot. You could also do shoes. Who's got sneakers? Everybody go to that corner. I mean, we can't do it, but that's what we would do if we were sorting. Or I would ask you, and I would do a tally mark just like I did here. Okay? Who's got sneakers? Who's got shoes? Who's got boots? So we could sort that way. So I took my tallies. See how I took my tallies? So now I don't have to count each individual line. This is the lesson yesterday. Okay, you can do tallies like this. You can do tallies like this. Let's see, stand up if you have pants on. Everybody stand up if you have pants on. I think everybody, oh, yay! I can stand up too. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10. Okay, stand up if you have shorts on. And I can do 1. I could do it that way. What do you think is easier to read? All of these lines or tally marks like that? Raise your hand. Christian?
Tally mark.
Tally marks, yeah, because I can see that this is a group of 5, and I can go 5, 6, 7. And I know that there's 7 there. I can go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I know that there's 9 there. Right? I can look here and know that there's 1. Look here and know that there's 1. Up here, I'd have to count them individually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So that would be 10. But if I did it this way, change my blue to blue ink. If I did it this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then I could count by what? 5s. I could go 5, 10. Boom, I know it's 10. Make sense? Let's count these down here, down below. Can you guys see those down below?
Yeah.
Okay, count this for me. 5, 6. That was easy. Count this for me.
5,
Good. Count this one for me.
1,
2. You got it. Okay, so that is gathering data. I gathered the data, now I'm finding the total. If I use tally marks opposed to just lines, it's easier and faster to count. Okay? So there's many things you can ask, as we said before, there are many questions you can ask about how to collect, or many questions you can ask to collect data. What can you learn from collecting data? So we collected this data behind me. What am I learning from how you get to school? What information am I learning from that? Anybody? Think about it. How you get to school. What am I learning from that? Simon?
How many people go with a bus?
Yeah. So yes, that I'm learning. Okay, I have 6 kids that ride the bus. So at the end of the day, that helps Mrs. Whitney and I because we know, oh my goodness, we have to get these kids to the bus, and then we know that. And I know this was how do you get to school today? I get that, but another way is it also helps us know how you get home. Not this maybe, but a data chart would help us know how to get home, how you get home. And then we know how many kids have to go to the bus, how many kids are going to get picked up, you know? Okay. So we can learn from the tallies. So we can count by 5s. We can count or see how many people are there. Okay. Any questions about tally charts? Any questions about gathering data? So if I was to ask you to come up with a question to gather data, could you guys do it? Or do you have a question? Well, let's think about it. We just asked, what are some questions you can ask to gather data? Do you like white chocolate, dark chocolate, or milk chocolate? So could we use that question to gather data? Yep. Right? Do you like snakes or spiders? Right? Azure, nice and loud.
Fire.
Azure? Do you have a question? Oh, I can't wait to hear it. There you go. Do you like cats or dogs? That's another one that we can gather data, right? Perfect. And then we use that data to learn from people, right? Like I said, Mrs. Whitney and I use the data to know how many kids are coming off the bus, how many kids are coming in from a car, or how many kids walk to school. So that's what we use when we gather data. We use it to better understand. Okay, so we have a game that's called rock, paper, scissors. Okay, you have it in your game bag. Don't get it out yet, but I'm going to show it to you. So you actually have two games, rock, paper, scissors, and rock, paper, scissors, pencil. But we're going to play rock, paper, scissors. So what rock, paper, scissors is you make rock, paper, scissors. Everybody knows how to play that game, right? This is rock, right? This is rock.
Paper.
These are scissors. And this is paper. Yes? Okay. You're going to count to 3. So across the room, remember we can't get out of our seats, but across the room you don't have to yell. It could be 1, 2, 3, right? You're going to count to 3. You and your partner are going to count to 3, and then you're going to show your hand. The rule is to find the winner. Put the tally, the rules to find the winner. Put the tally mark in the chart to show the winner. Repeat 20 times. So you have to do it 20 times. Right? And I'm thinking to myself, that's really not making sense, but let me show you. Mrs. Whitney, will you come over here, please? Okay, Mrs. Whitney and I are going to play rock, paper, scissors. I'm going to put my hand behind my back, Mrs. Whitney. So you can too. That way my partner can't tell. So I'm going to be figuring out what I'm going to do behind my back before Mrs. Whitney can see. Okay? So can everybody see what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
Okay. She can't see what I'm going to do, but I already have my symbol ready and I cannot change it. So Mrs. Whitney, you ready to count? We have to stay social distance, remember?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
here we go. But you can put it under the screen when you get, if we can make that work. Okay, so we're going to go. Ready, Mrs.
Ready.
Whitney?
1,
2, 3.
Oops.
And we tied, didn't we? So this is what we got at home, my friends. We got 2 scissors. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our expo marker, and it says tied game. So we're going to put a tally mark there because it was tied. We had the same thing. Okay, so that's one time. Now we got to do it again. Okay, can everybody see what I'm going to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. 1,
1,
2,
2,
3. Okay, so she got paper and I got scissors. So let's read what it says a little bit further. Scissors bent paper because scissors cuts paper. Paper bent.
Beats.
Oh, beats. Why did I say bent? Wait, let me read that again. Scissors beat paper because scissors cut paper. Paper beats rock because rock wraps around rock. Rock beats scissors because rock makes scissors dull. If both players choose the same, it's a tie. So, Mrs. Whitney, what did you just put out there?
I put out paper.
And I put out rock. So her paper is going to beat the rock. Why? Because the paper wraps around the rock. So here's my rock, and this is Mrs. Whitney's paper, wraps around. So we're going to mark the paper because that beat the rock. Does that make sense? Okay, you want to try it one more time? I know you just moved over there, but. All right, so here we go. 1. You guys see me?
Yeah.
Some of you can. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So now I get to cover Mrs. Whitney's hand, right? Because I got paper, she had rock. So it doesn't matter who wins or who wins each time. What matters is that you're tallying your chart correctly. And you have to stop at 20. How can I tell when I get to 20? Simon, how can I tell when I get to 20?
You should count them, and then you get the 5, you can put a dot.
Yeah.
Like tally them.
Exactly. So I want to count my tallies. I don't have to count it now. Do I have 20 tally marks on there now?
No.
No. But after I do it a couple, I don't know, which feels like a lot of times, I can count my tally marks and see if I'm up to 20. Does that make sense? Yeah. So again, if you need the rules, scissors beats paper because scissors cut paper. Paper beats rock because paper wraps around the rock. And rock beats scissors because rock makes scissors dull. If you get the same symbol like Mrs. Whitney and I did, then that is a tie game. Does everybody understand what you're playing?
Yes.
Thumbs up if you understand what you're playing. Okay, any questions? Okay, you cannot get out of your seats. You cannot take your mask off, but you can talk to your friends across the room. Now, you don't have to yell, okay? You don't have to yell, but you can. My friends at home, you're going to play the game with your parents or your brothers or sisters or whoever you can find play with you. And then my friends at home, when you're done, post, just take a snap picture, post it to Seesaw for me. All right. Have a great day. So my friends here, after you're done playing, then you can take a snap picture. Okay. So you're going to write on your own paper. Everybody has one of these papers in their math toolkit in your game bag. So you're going to do your own tally marks, and then you're going to play the game with the person across the room from you. Does that make sense? Okay. If you forget who beats who or whatever, just let us know. We'll come and help you. I'm pretty sure you guys already know that anyway. And remember, make the symbol behind your hand before you count to 3 so that when you bring it out, your symbol does not change. Because I've played the game with people before when it's like rock, paper, scissors, and then they go. Or you can't do that. Have your hand the way you want it and keep it that way, even if you're going to lose. Because does it matter if you win or lose?
No.
It does not. What matters?
That you have fun.
That you have fun? Yep, absolutely. That's the number one thing. The second thing that matters is that the tally charts are filling out, right? And that you stop when you do 20 times. Okay, when you've done 20 times after you take your picture, if there's still more time, you can erase and continue. Yes, Jacob?
But I heard another one that's rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes. And so you can say that. You can go rock, paper, scissors, shoot if you want to. Do you know what I mean? But you could say rock, paper, scissors, go, or 1, 2, 3, go, whatever you want to do. It's just as long as you're having fun and marking on your tally sheet.
Yeah, but it's actually a different game because you can use shoot.
Oh, gotcha. But whatever. Whichever you want. But there's the directions. If you need help, we will help you. Your friends at home, have fun.